What's up, everyone? Are you living in freaking survival mode these days? Well, I think it's time for a transformation, and that's why I wanted to do this live. It is really time, not just for you, but for me too, man. It is time for a transformation in the way we think and the things that we do. And so I wanted to make sure I came on here today. I wanted to make sure that I imparted some words of wisdom and maybe some inspiration and maybe made you want to look at life a little bit differently. And I know that most of us are out here trying to hustle, make it happen, whether we're in leadership or whether we're entrepreneurs or whatever that is. And we are really busy trying to make these dreams happen. And sometimes that could be discouraging. Sometimes we can really lose our passion and lose our vision and lose where it is that we want to go. But somewhere along the lines, when we thought that this was going to be absolutely amazing and fun and we're getting our own business, it turned into something maybe not so much, right? We started to realize that it's a constant battle. It's a constant battle of learning or anything like that, right? So you have to start thinking about the tools, right? And the endless distractions that are happening. And you find yourself at times stuck in survival mode and reacting. And instead of leading or having this business happen, you're trying to grow and you're thriving and you're struggling with that and you tried the tools, right? You tried all the coaches and the courses and you try and like even pray for miracles, right? And then you get distracted. The emails are coming, Facebook is here, Instagram is in your face, TikTok and all this other stuff, and these things keep calling you to get distracted. And because you're scared and you're going through a lot, you are stuck, right? That's happening to a lot of us. And then we look at like the shiny object, right? Like, oh, squirrel, squirrel. And we're like all over the place. And you start feeling stuck and you're frustrated and you're far from the income that you desire. And you're like, what am I doing? But what if I told you that maybe it's just not you looking at all of these distractions? Maybe there is no quick fix, right? Maybe it's real change that has to come. Real change that has to come from within you. I'm constantly talking to myself about stuff like that because I always, have to encourage myself too. I have to encourage myself and empower myself the same way I try to come on here to do that with you so that you can make it through the storm, so that you can make it through the times where you're like, what the frig, right? I think a lot about what I've gone through in my life. And I think about all of the things that I've had to, kind of overcome in order to be successful in my life. And I found some pictures I wanted to share with you guys because I found them yesterday as I was trying to clean out all of my old storage on my computer. And I found these. Let me see if I could put it on the screen. Yeah, there. Um, that's my husband, my beautiful husband. We lost everything in 2009, and we were staying in my friend's couch in her living room. And this was the basement, and that's where we got dressed every day. I didn't think I was going to get emotional. That's silly. But it reminded me of the hard times. And those containers next to him are like the things that we needed. When we got a little bit of more money, we ended up getting a tiny storage unit. But at this time, we were having our things in boxes and crates and in as you can see there, like our laundry bin, that's where all our clothes was. And my wonderful husband was right there getting ready to try to find a job somewhere. We could not find work. I was in college. And it was a tough time. And this is my kids trying to make the best of it. I tried to make sure that they didn't feel a lot of it. So, that was when we got the storage unit and my son was playing on one of the rolling carts, and we let him play all over he thought it was the most fun thing ever. But my heart was shattered when I realized that my son is playing in a storage unit because we don't have anywhere to stay, anywhere to live. And then that's my daughter and my son. We had scraped together a bit of change, and we went to a diner. And yeah, and I mean, it's quite amazing looking at these and seeing how much we have been through. So when you guys are struggling with something, I feel your pain. I've been there. I've lived in shelters. I always was murdered when I was younger. I mean, I've been there, and I want you to know that you're not alone. And this was me in college. Have you? I don't know if you can see it in my face. I was just done. I wanted to be done with everything. I was done. And my eyes are dark, but that was me presenting a cake that for my project, and I was trying my hardest to keep it together. Nobody really knew in school that I was homeless. So it's quite amazing. I think when you can make it through these things, when you can make it through these things that are super hard. And although I am so grateful to my friend who opened up her door to me, and then my cousin opened up her door to me after, because we were homeless for a year and a half, and believe me, not not by choice. Um, but we worked our asses off and we did what we had to do. And I finished college with a 4.5. I became valedictorian. I did what I had to do to make a success of myself and to help my family. And my husband did what he had to do to put food on the table, to do his own business. I mean, it's been a rough freaking ride, guys. It's been a rough freaking ride. But I want to tell you that it doesn't have to, it doesn't have to be there. It doesn't have to stop there. All right. It's literally time in your life now for a radical paradigm shift. Okay. You need a transformation. You need a shift in your mindset if you're struggling, that takes you from this survival mode to thriving, from scarcity to abundance, from shame and doubt to confidence, success. I mean, I don't mean managing your social media interactions better. That's not what I mean. I don't mean just avoiding all of the distractions. I'm talking about getting clarity in your life, getting intention, connecting with God, right? Unlocking all of this potential that's within you and creating that life and creating that business, that leadership, whatever you're going for that you've always wanted, right? You're more than your struggles. I was more than my struggles. You're more than your fears, right? You are resilient, you are gifted, you're a leader, you're an entrepreneur, you are somebody who's stepping up, you're a mom, whatever that is. And what you just need to transcend the limitations that are holding you back in your life. And I know that we have a lot of them. I have a lot of them. But I'm asking, are you ready to make a shift? Like, are you actually ready to embrace who God has created you to be? Are you ready to step up to that person is in you and you're like, "Oh my God, I'm like right there. I'm like right there. And I'm not making it. I'm freaking right there. What the hell?" Right? And I'm asking you a real question. Are you ready to embrace that power within you? Because it's in there. Like, if you think about, I said this yesterday, like 2022, you weren't even aware of what was going to totally happen in 2023. And I'm sure you had amazing times and shitty times, but you've endured it and you made it. Okay. And you have to realize that there's 2024 is around the corner. And if God gives us another day, we're going to make it, right? We're going to see it. And there's a lot of stuff going on in the world. I get it. But I want you to really dig deep inside and embrace who the freak you are. Okay? Embrace the authenticity of who you are. Be resilient and understand that you have already been resilient, even if you're going through shit right now, even if the bank account is empty. Okay? Even if like you are not getting your clients, even if your leadership is like your freaking employees suck, right? I want you to create a life that is free of all of that and free of like shame and free of doubt and free of you thinking that this is it, okay? And I want you to really embrace the fact that you can truly embrace greatness and abundance in your life, even in the struggle. I just showed you pictures of what it was like to see my husband have to get dressed in the basement to go get a job. because we were homeless. And I mean, I'm in a phenomenal place, right? I mean, I went from homeless to six figures, and I realized that a lot of that struggle was what built me up to be the person I am today. And also built me up to be the person that wants to pour into you. And for those of you who have been my clients and who are in my ecosystem and who are in, listen to Straight Talk No Sugar Added and all of that, you know that my intention is always to pour into you because I needed someone to pour into me when I was struggling. And I found a couple, thank God for the little angels, right? My best friend, my cousin, who were there, who really poured into me. A lot of the faculty at the college NCC that I was in, because I I was struggling. I was struggling. I was struggling bad because I was like, damn, I don't have a home and I have to go to college and finish this because I got to make something of myself. And I just kept my freaking head down and I kept going. Okay, but you deserve it too. And if you're struggling with something right now, you deserve it too. Okay? And I tried to fix everything that was broken. Okay? I tried to make sure that everything was okay and that everybody was good and I was broken. Okay, but I don't want you focusing on that. I don't want you focusing on the negative. I want you to understand that you can push yourself in the direction that you want to go to. Get up every day and understand that there is a God that is there for you, that wants to give and cover you and protect you and guide you. All right? And you are feeling discouraged, maybe you're maybe hitting against the wall and you're just like not understanding why you're not getting to that next level or whatever that is, right? But you have to make a choice. And you got to make a choice to see life in a different lens, even in the shit. Okay? Because remember that people and we could take shit, and we do in our garden. We take shit and make it compost to grow beautiful things. Okay? So take the crap in your life and go make something beautiful. Okay? And when I started doing that, I suddenly can see a bigger picture and I can see the details. And I see that there's empowerment out here. There's an exciting way to look at life. Yes, I was homeless. Yes, I struggled. Yes, we were like wondering what we were going to do the next moment and how we were going to take care of our kids. It was super hard. Okay. But I knew I had something in me. I could see the potential. I knew I had power. I knew I had authenticity. I knew I had grit because I've been through some stuff. And I know that you've been through some stuff, right? And I want you to try to stop fixing the problems and just start thinking of better solutions and take the old thinking out of your mind. I call it stinking thinking. Take it out. I want you to embrace a completely new way of seeing things. Shift your perspective. All right? Put on new lenses and focus on the right things, the things that you know can bring you abundance, wealth, that could bring you the next step to your clarity, to your business. I want you to slip on new ones, okay? Slip on a new vision. All right, for your life, for your business, for your children, whatever that is. Something that resonates with truly who you are, and stop worrying about what people are doing on social media because they're full of crap. All right. So the question is, are you ready to slip on new lenses? Are you ready to embrace your power? Are you ready to embrace your authenticity? Are you ready to embrace the fact that you are resilient? Okay. I am here for you. And I want to encourage you as much as I can. And so I had gone through all of when I was homeless, what I had to do, how did I transform? What is it what were the nights that I cried in the corners? Like what was that? Right? Crying in my car because we didn't want to bother friends. And so there were days that we slept in the car, just told friends that we were at another friend's house. Wasn't true. Well, we had to kind of like do what we had to do, right? And so I wanted to make sure that I blessed you. And so I came up with this like mini video course. It has a workbook and everything for it, but I want to give it away because I feel like there's somebody out there who really freaking needs it. And so I went through each step, and like step one was transforming all of those wishes that I had in my head into reality. So I go through that. What does that mean? It means focus, it means clarity, it means reinforcement, right? And then I said, okay, what's the next thing? Well, I uncovered all of my hidden fears. I embraced them. These are my fears. This is what I'm afraid of. And I already had hit the fan because I was homeless, right? So all of those fears started coming up. And let me tell you, they still do. When I go through something as I'm building my empire, I'm like, oh my God, okay, wait, all right, where's that fear coming from? I actually feel it and transcend. I don't want to ever be in that place again where I have to sleep in my car. Okay? So I want to give this to at least 3 people who want it. Because if you don't want it, okay, you don't want it. But I know what it did for me. Okay? And then I invested in myself to break free from that mindset. I started investing tiny, tiny bits of things of wherever I could. Whether I started with books because that's all I could afford. So I went to the library, got them for free. Okay, I was in the library. Okay, because you can get stuff for free in the library. So if you struggle, stop thinking that you can't. There are places you can go to get wisdom. All right. And there are people out here who have podcasts and have shows and have stuff like so. If you're going through, I've been there. I'm trying to tell you, you don't have to stay there. Okay. So the next thing I thought of is, how do I get through this? Well, I stopped being prideful and I started to really thrive in genuine support. When I was homeless, I had to really like get off all of the, what pride do I have left? I was homeless, right? Me and my family were struggling. We had to fold on our house and our cars and we had no money. I mean, it was shit. Okay. But you have to really think about people that want to be there for you for real, for real. Okay. And then I had to really stop, pause, and embrace gratitude because even in the shit, all right, I had meals because I was in culinary school to become a chef. And I was like, oh my God, like even in the homelessness, I would tell my professor, hey, listen, my husband's picking me up. Is there any way he can try the food that we created? I'm really excited about it. And he was so kind. Thank you, Chef Jeff, if you're listening. He was so kind and he didn't really know what I was going through, but he was just kind to me. And he was like, sure, of course you can come try it. Well, me and my husband ate everything we created in culinary school. That's God, man. That's favor. That's me looking at things in a different way. That's me being grateful for what I had, even when I thought I didn't have. Bold actions cause you to transform your life and your business. So stop being afraid. Try it anyway. If you are already in a place where it's hard for you, then freaking go for it now. What the hell? Let's just do it. Right? And the last one was thriving in abundance, like accepting everything that God wants to put in my life and just stepping forward. And that's why I did all of this, right? It's called the money magnet because actually in my life, I feel like when I put these things together, that's when the money and abundance started coming into my life and I became 6 figures and I'm going into 7. I want to go into 7 very soon. 2024 is my 7 figure. I'm going for it, right? But that's because I finally started to embrace what was in me and what I knew I can do. And I created this little workbook for you. I created a calendar. I created a checklist because I kept my ass on clarity and accountable. All right. I went and took whatever little bits I had and invested in books and invested in coaches and invested in mentors because I need to grow and I still need to grow. I still have a lot of knowledge gaps that I need to fill in. Okay. But I want you to know that you are not alone. You are not alone. Okay. And you don't have to be alone. You don't have to keep at this alone. None of that. And if you are interested in trying to win this, if you are really struggling, you say, Nina, I'm struggling. I'll give it to you. But I'm going to pick 3 people that go to the website that's scrolling below. And it's probably in your description too. It's King Sumo is where I have the Money Magnet course. I'm giving it away. Okay. I'm going to just give away 3 of them completely free. And I'm being completely transparent with you and giving. If you DM me or email me or whatever and say, Nina, I'm struggling. Is there any way? I'll give it to you. Because man, when I was homeless, when I didn't have, I needed someone to give to me. So I want to give this portion of the program to you if you want it. Okay. So go ahead and click the link below, or you could get it from the ticker here. It's a kind of a long URL, but go ahead and do what you got to do. And I want to make sure that you understand that there are people here that really want to help in this world. I love good humans. And I wanted to pop on this morning because I just felt it on my heart like somebody needs to hear this. And I don't care if it's the one, somebody needs to hear this. Okay. Now, if you're here and you want to uh leave me a comment, please do, because I could actually see it. I didn't think I could, but I actually could see it. That's pretty cool. So go ahead and leave me a comment if you want me to know that you're here. If you want to say, hey, Neen, I need this. I need transformation about the way I'm thinking. I just want to like change my money issues. I want to look at life a little bit differently. I'm struggling right now, or maybe you're not. Maybe you just want to be a part of it. Okay, that's why I created it. So please make sure that you click on that link. Do not let this pass you. I'm giving it away. Like I said, next, I think on the, what is it today? The 9th. So I think on the 10th or 11th, it closes. And on the 15th, I'm going to go ahead and email and shout out the 3 winners. And like I said, if you are honestly struggling and you don't want to take your chances, or you think, I don't know if I'll win, but this is what I really need, I will gift it to you. I will gift it to you. Okay? Because I want to see you win. I want to see you win. Now, if you're somebody who's starting to think about getting their own coaching business and just not sure how to do it, I have a 90-day roadmap launch pad that I do with the ladies that I work with. I work with them for 6 months, but we launch in 90 days so that we can tweak and fix whatever it is they need, and off they go to the races. And I do this because I love seeing people thrive. I love it. It is an addiction for me to see people win. Okay. And I do this with women. Now, for the holidays, I am giving my coaching program off for 50% off. So if you are interested in that, email me at info@ninaperez.com. You can DM me the word coaching, whatever that is for you, and I will be there for you. Okay. We can hop on an entirely free strategy call. We could strategize and you could see if I'm your girl. Okay. But I want to see you win. And I don't know what that means for you, but I know for me, it means getting up every day and being grateful to God that He's given me another day to get this right. And every day I just go for it, every day. And so I want you to go for it. I want to thank you guys for spending this time with me. I love you. I thank you so much. And in fact, I think I can, let me see if I could copy and paste this onto our live chat. If I can, I'm going to do it right now. Let's see if it goes through. I think it did. I don't know. It said there it is. Why don't you click on that? Okay. And then you can actually go right there straight to the giveaway. And like I said, 3 people will get this whole course. And I tell you, if you do it, it'll transform your life. It'll transform your life. Now, I can't make any money claims legally, but it will transform your life. All right. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. I am super in love with my audience and who you are. And if you're new to me, welcome. I hope you like, share, subscribe, give this to someone who may need this, who needs a little bit of encouragement, who wants to grow in their life and thrive, because this is what I'm here for. I believe God put me in this world to encourage, to uplift, to break chains, and to help people as much as I can. I love you guys so much. Nina Perez, straight talk, no sugar added. Until next time.